7 signs you're being protected from something you can't see. Have you ever looked back on a situation and realized that what felt like a setback was actually saving you from something? Maybe you didn't get the job you wanted, a relationship ended unexpectedly, or plans kept falling apart for no logical reason. At the time, it felt frustrating, even painful. But later, you saw the bigger picture. It wasn't rejection, it was protection. There are forces at work in our lives that we don't always understand. Call it divine intervention, the universe, intuition, or simply luck. Sometimes we're being shielded from things that could have harmed us. The key is recognizing the signs before we resist or fight against them. Here are 7 signs you're being protected from something you can't see. 1. Things keep falling through no matter how hard you try. You've put in the effort, followed the right steps, done everything you could, yet nothing seems to work. A door you were sure would open stays shut. Every time you think you're making progress, something pulls you back. It's frustrating. You might feel like the universe is against you, but what if it's actually saving you? Sometimes, when a path is blocked over and over, it's because it's not meant for you. That job that didn't hire you? Maybe the company had internal problems that would have made your life miserable. That relationship that didn't work out? Maybe it would have drained you emotionally. When something repeatedly falls apart despite your best efforts, take a step back. It may not be rejection. It may be protection. 2. You feel an unexplained sense of discomfort. You walk into a room and your stomach tightens. You meet someone new, and something about them just feels off, even if you can't pinpoint why. Maybe you're about to make a decision, but something deep inside is making you hesitate. That's your intuition talking. Your body and subconscious mind often pick up on things before your logical brain does. This discomfort isn't random, it's a warning. You might not see the danger now, but if you ignore that feeling, you'll often realize later that you were being protected from something harmful. 3. You experience sudden delays or detours. Ever had one of those days where everything seems to slow you down? You leave the house late, get stuck in traffic, or your plans change last minute. It feels like the universe is working against you, but then you hear about an accident that happened on the route you originally planned to take. Or maybe that delay led you to meet someone who changed your life in a positive way. Delays and detours can be frustrating, but sometimes they're divine protection in disguise. The universe has a way of keeping us out of harm's reach, even if it means annoying us in the moment. Next time you're forced to take a different path, don't get frustrated. Instead, ask yourself, what if this is happening for my good? 4. A relationship or friendship ends unexpectedly. You thought this person would always be in your life. Maybe it was a romantic partner, a close friend, or even a trusted mentor. But out of nowhere, things fall apart. Maybe there was a fight, a betrayal, or they just drifted away. It's painful, and you don't understand why it happened. Then later, you see the truth. Maybe they were never who you thought they were. Maybe they were holding you back, draining your energy, or even bringing negativity into your life. Losing someone you care about is hard, but sometimes it's the best thing that can happen. You're being protected from pain you might not have seen coming. 5. You keep seeing or hearing the same message. You hear a phrase in a song, then someone says it to you in conversation, then you see it written somewhere, all within a short time. It feels like the same message is following you. It could be a warning to be cautious, a reminder to trust yourself, or a sign to let go of something. When the universe wants you to hear something, it repeats it. Pay attention to recurring words, symbols, or advice that seem to appear everywhere. They might be guiding you away from something dangerous or nudging you toward a safer path. 6. You lose interest in something you once wanted badly. You were once passionate about a certain job, person, or life path. It excited you. It felt right. But now, something has changed. You don't feel the same pull. The motivation is gone. You try to force it, but deep down, it just doesn't feel right anymore. This isn't laziness or fear. It's a shift in energy. Something inside you knows this isn't the right path anymore. Instead of forcing yourself to stay, trust that loss of interest as a sign. It could be protecting you from disappointment, failure, or even emotional harm. Letting go isn't always easy, but sometimes it's necessary. 7. The outcome is better than what you originally wanted. At the time, losing that opportunity, person, or path felt like a disaster. But now, you see that it was the best thing that could have happened. Maybe the job that rejected you led you to something far better. Maybe the relationship that ended made room for one that's healthier and more fulfilling. Life often removes things that no longer serve us, even when we don't understand it at the moment. And when you look back, you realize you weren't being punished. You were being protected. So, what does all this mean? It means that sometimes what feels like disappointment is actually grace. It means that when life takes something away, it's often making room for something better. It means that you don't always have to understand the why right away. Just trust that there's a why. The next time things don't go as planned, ask yourself, could I be protected from something I can't see? Instead of resisting, lean into trust. The universe has a way of taking care of us, even when we don't realize it. And in time, you'll see, everything that didn't happen was just as important as everything that did.